Is if this game does go late, obviously a well-farmed gyrocopter, so tough to deal with even for an Alchemist because he does have that range. Alchemist can be kited on occasion, but with Alchemist having Naga Siren, you can't underestimate how important that is, but a Skywrath Mage pick gonna round things out. Skywrath Mage, a hero NAVI has experimented with from time to time. We have seen Dindy be extremely successful on this hero in a variety of tournaments, most of them, however, online. And Dindy gonna have to be very careful. As Ford got him with the coil. Here comes the Centaur. There's the immediate reaction. They're gonna try to follow it up. Puppy's there, and S4 will catch the burrow strike. Can they follow it up for? No, he phase shifted. Silence, but it doesn't matter. NAVI draws first blood, and he does it with a pincer instead of a burrow. NAVI got the tower first and got the first blood. And you know that they're going to want to fight you sooner rather than later. A Midas should be enough to give you the farm advantage you're looking for. Now we got Puppy, Avost, and Kuro looking to zone Bulldog out. They're applying pressure, and over on the side, Funnick netted down, and they're going to be able to clean him up. Alliance gets themselves on the board.
Experience for gold right now. No, they're going to get a smoke or a dust on Bulldog.
Here we go. Bulldog going to be caught with the call down. Hand of God, not nearly enough. NAVI not only going to get the tower, or if he's going to go ahead and grab a set of arc boots with an IO on team, I would understand going. Hang on. There it is. NAVI with the rotation out of Puppy and Kuro. Caught S4 asleep at the wheel and made him pay. Make it 3-1. We do have a smoked Ake here in mid. He's going to show his face, show the flag a bit. Here come the creeps, and they got the net. Immediate reaction. Here comes Puck. He's going to end up dropping it. Puppy silenced the coil. Puppy in trouble. Bulldog's there. Burrow strikes, catches S4, will end up dead nonetheless. Kuro's there, now left by himself. Nothing he can do but hook up with Funnick. Another orb going to be coming in. Track out on Kuro. Call down. Going to be enough to buy some space for NAVI. And Havos getting there not a minute too early. Got there just in time to stop what could have gotten much, much worse. However, nonetheless, Alliance tallying a couple of kills on their own, and Bounty manages to find Io. Havos going to be engaging on S4. Beautiful phase shift, but it doesn't matter. Song of the Siren from EGM. Day late and $1 short as they lost the hero before he could get into range.
Is now very close to level 7. He wasted his song there, unfortunately, but could be going down mid.
Puppy's there. Mystic Flare does a lot of damage. S4 going to try to help. Doesn't matter. Burrow strike on the money. Coil got to the Waning Rift a little late. Here's Loda. Throws out the unstable concoction on Puppy. Engaging but surrounded by all three. Tanky as he is, he just doesn't have the damage output even with that Shadow Blade. So they end up getting a 1-for-0 trade. Puppy spotted out by Bulldog. There's a Vost right beside him. Naga's there, throws out the ensnare. There's the track as well. Puppy engages in, but the call down's there. But look at the damage coming out of Kuro as well. Puppy.
Oh, the reload game.
Re-engaging Shackle does catch Ake. Funnick with a beautiful Shackle. There's a burrow on the EGM. Loda though. Re-engages, and there's Funnick. Chop down. Epi goes off. EGM melting to it. Not enough. Loda. Silence down. Mystic Flare does a lot of damage. Coil. Re-engagement. Dindy trying to track him down as the rest of the fight continues behind them. S4 still alive. Havos and Kuro. Maybe 200 HP between them. And we even see the creeps getting involved. They will go ahead and pull back.
By Alliance and just choose to retreat, which again I feel is the right call. You don't really want to take a fight with your opponent having an Aegis.
Oh, there's a coil, gonna catch two. Silence on both. Here comes the call down. Dindy blown up immediately. Kuro can't move. Havos is locked down as well. Kuro blown up. The BKB negating all of the epicenter damage. That's 2-0 and an easy 2-0 at that. Havos on the run will be tracked, but S4, no way to lock him down with the coil already spent.
The difference between Loda having a BKB and not having one, he's able to focus whoever he wants, more or less.
Another coil, gonna catch two. That's Kuro and Puppy. Beautiful phase shift of the Shackle shot. Now Puppy and Kuro both blown up. Here comes the call down, but Havos can simply not stand and fight. Ake using the mech, and Havos gonna be netted down. There we go. Loda going to town. Beautiful Shackle, but EGM isolating Havos and allowing him to be focused because of the BKB, and two more right on top of each other. No longer. That's a full 5-man wipe. An Alliance takes one of two outer tier towers.
And now the racks are completely exposed. There's no glyph, and it doesn't look like they're going to be able to stop it.
Right now, it's close. Here we go. Beautiful epicenter, gonna catch one. There's Hand of God. Bulldog will make it away. S4 back end, ready to fight. Mystic Flare caught most of Bulldog, but Loda with that BKB just doesn't matter. Funnick can do nothing but run. The melee racks are already a shambles. And Alliance gonna be able to retreat. They may get EGM. And yeah, that's a worthy sacrifice if you're Alliance. Losing your support Naga Siren, Loda will be able to Shadow Blade away, so.
But it just gets out of control so fast when Alliance win team fights as handily as they do. And again, a lot of that is due to the Naga pick. When they banned out the Prophet, the Lone Druid, and they leave heroes like Naga open, Alliance are spectacular at utilizing that hero and either resetting the fight or just forcing yourself into a much better position. Now the Rax, again, exposed from NAVI. No glyph. Here comes the teleport, though, from Wisp.
BKB's there. Epicenter going to do some good damage, but not nearly enough. Just don't have the firepower. There's a cooldown. However, Havos focused down, pops his own BKB. Hand of God gets her gloves back up. And Alliance at this point, really and truly just looking untouchable. Yeah, they call the GG. Not even waiting for that second set of racks to drop. And really, what can you say? Doubling them up by kill score, 18-9 by the time all was said and done. And the gold, well, we saw it at the end. You're talking 5 digits, just an utter and complete dismantling of NAVI. And more often than not, when isolated and left to himself, when you have the aggressive potential.
Being able to counter push with the Keeper of the Light and obviously Alchemist Farm. But the big thing here, that should be something that a lot of people keep in mind because he is hands down the best Lone Druid player in the world. And Funnick's probably going to be going 1 versus 1 against that. So best of luck to him, at least in that matchup. But let's talk about the Tide here for a second. They're going to be smoked up, walking behind the tier 1. Admiral Bulldog really needs to be careful.
Bulldog usually with a great sense for this, and now he's going to realize too late just how much trouble he's in. Tether stun to lead things off. He has nowhere to go. Doing some damage, he will not be able to get him in. First blood goes to Kuro. Havos was taking a bit of damage, but in the end, well-executed gank by NAVI. And doesn't have Vendetta anymore. 40 seconds, Funnick's there, gets the Sprout off. He's going to mana burn him, but that's about all he can do. He does Carapace, Lucid Beam slows him down. He will end up dropping here. So NAVI notches another kill for NAVI if they want to try and rush down to tier 3. Don't think this is going to work though. They can try to defend this, but this is where that bear does get dangerous. Now he is going to be sprouted in. Here comes the TP in. Let's see if they want to engage. There's an Illuminate as they try to pull back. Here we go. Unstable Concoction on the Dindy. The Impale's there as well. BKB is activated, and Song of the Siren comes in. Havos with the BKB. He's isolated. Waiting on Kuro, just buying time. The Illuminate cleans away the creep wave. EGM and Loda pull back. Havos will be able to track him down and get the kill. That's a double kill going their way. The Nyx Assassin dropped as well, but look at bottom. Kuro and Funnick hooked up. In the shadow of the tier 3, trying to split push this down. Ake there, throwing out the Illuminate. And here comes the rotation of Loda. They're going to engage and sprout on Ake, but Funnick going to be blown up. The Illuminate seals the deal. Kuro doing what damage he can. Might be able to right-click Ake. Nope, wand charges. Pretty good. No! Double KO for the supports. They end up trading a couple more away apiece. Roche just south of half health. Let's see how and when Alliance wants to go for this. NAVI is committed. Havos is way far back, as is Dindy. They are in there until Roche drops or until Alliance comes in. Here we go. There's the acid spray. Loda's going to go for it. S4's there. Tether stun. BKBs are up. There's finally a Ravage. Got S4. Rest of the fight engaged outside. There's an Illuminate that connects and a Riptide as well. Dindy trapped inside. Havos will drop. Lone Druid able to get him, and Dindy now being beautiful. Blinding light knocked it back, but here's the Eclipse. The Eclipse doing good damage. Loda has to make a run for it. No, sir! Killed off as he tried to make it uphill. Roshan still standing, but NAVI take what could be the most important battle of the game so far. No, Song of the Siren. Here comes the bear. Can they do it? Nope. Thinking better of it. They're going to try to force him out. Havos is in trouble. Illuminate's there. Havos is gone. Puppy is gone. Roche is gone. Loda, with the help of EGM, Admiral Bulldog, and Ake, caught NAVI laying greedy. Their hand in the cookie jar.
They've almost equalized it. They even look like they want to try to crack the base. There's no glyph right now on NAVI, and Ravage isn't up for another 45 seconds.
This is, of course, the reason Tidehunter is so rarely seen now. Such a slave to his cooldown, and Dindy's out there a bit. Can they grab him? It's there on the Puppy. They're going to engage off of a Kuro, and Puppy are in trouble. One's down. Can you say 2? I can. Havos trying to re-engage. Dindy, 30 seconds from Ravage. Loda with the BKB up. doesn't want to turn and fight. Looks like his supporting cast has to pull back. Funnick tried to re-engage, will be ensnared down. They're going to try to finish him off, and they will. S4 very close to death. Carapace through that last impetus, and Dendy chasing him down. Lotus there off the Aegis pop. Havos with his BKB activated. Beautiful ensnare from EGM coming down from the high ground. Locking him down. Funnick is bought back. Dendy, 1 second until Ravage. Will he spend it? Can he spend it? He will hang on to it. Bulldog cleans up the kill. Funnick's back up, trying to chase down S4. Another beautiful ensnare in the mech. Kept S4 alive as he turns and extends the killing spree. 13-7, and a game that was led for so long by NAVI has completely turned on its head. You've got 3 down, no buybacks. There's not going to be a tier 3 standing by the time all's said and done, and the Rack's going to be next on the list.
Well, Ravage is up for when Dendy gets up, but this is definitely going to be a Rax. Like, there's nothing that NAVI are going to be able to do to stop this. Puppy's sitting here. He doesn't have any creeps right now. And Alliance just coming back from the most ridiculous positions, able to just stay cool, calm, and they just effectively farm, even on maps where most teams would be scared to. They managed to make another tremendous comeback.
On the side of Alliance that they all know how to use perfectly. We'll see Funnick come in. He's going to Shadow Blade, and Lotus sniffs it out. Smells the rat. They fall back. Now they might want to re-engage. Loda comes back out. There's S4. He blinked ahead. Misses with the impale. Now Dendy trying to get in for a Ravage. Will spend it. Got 2, but the BKB was up on Loda beforehand. S4 right behind him. They get the courier for free. And oh wow, he missed with the Sprout as well. Here we go. S4, beautiful impale. Got 2. Now the Eclipse as Avos wants to re-engage. S4 makes it to the low ground. EGM living because of the mech. Dendy trying to make it away. Puppy standing in the fight, but as these fights get drawn out, it's going to go the way of Alliance. The burn damage on Admiral Bulldog alone, more than NAVI can handle. EGM may be in some trouble. Havos cleaned up. Bulldog on a mega kill streak. There's Song of the Siren. And Dendy, the man left behind, gonna end up being zipped back to the well the hard way. Going back in a body bag as that's a double kill for Admiral Bulldog's Lone Druid. NAVI feeds 4. 17-8 in a 32-minute game, and I do believe it's safe to say the worm has turned. NAVI, as you said, cleared off every single tower from the map within the first 15 minutes. Every single outer tier tower looked to be in control, but Alliance turning it completely around, and really it's hard to imagine what's going to slow down this train now.
You know, it's a bit ironic after watching the way this game turned out, like NAVI basically losing the game because of the way Roshan went. If they had gotten there, Roshan could have been completely different. They might have had enough momentum to push into the middle racks of Alliance. And when you're a racks down against a Prophet team and a Wisp, it becomes significantly harder. But they lost the Roshan fight, so now looks like the base is going to get taken down again. Top lane fully exposed, no glyph, no Ravage up on Dendy for another 50 seconds, and Alliance seemingly might actually be taking this 2-0.
Havos is going to be chopped to pieces, can't even get away. Loda large and in charge, and with these kills, there it is. GG! In a match that was as highly anticipated as any in the history of Dota 2. Alliance puts together a 2-0 blanking of NAVI and punches their ticket to the grand finals. GG, well played indeed.
Great performance out of Alliance. Even with very little map control, they managed to find farm. They managed to get the core items that they needed on every hero, win that really clutch Roshan fight, even after NAVI had the double buyback, had the Wisp teleport back in with the Eclipse.